Hello friends, I'm Dr. Vikas Srivastava. Today we will cover in a very important topic in economics, that is utility. A utility forms the very building block to science economic, just like as a number forms the building block for the mathematics. As in our lower classes we have learned about the utility, and we have seen the various its practical applications into day-to-day life. A utility can be said in a general, a very common term, a level of satisfaction. Okay friends, let's quickly revise some basic terminology of the utility that we have already learned at 10 plus 2 level. We have learned about the marginal utility and total utility. A marginal utility is generally says a change in the total utility when the additional unit of good or service is consumed. You can write a marginal utility notation MU. MU is a notation of the marginal utility, a change in the total utility as a result of change in two different times period consumption. That is, with the help of table, I will try to make you this concept more clear. Suppose any consumer consume a burger. You may have any kind of the commodity as per your choice. Here I am taking the consumer consume the burger to satisfy his hunger. Q is the quantity of burger, MU is the marginal utility, and TU is the total utility. Here we are going to find out the marginal utility and total utility that any consumer will drive when he consumes the burger. This is the cardinal measurement of the utility, because we try to measure the utility by assigning it on any scale. Suppose a consumer can consume maximum 3 burgers. When he consumes the one burger, he gets the 30 rupees. A utility equals to 30 rupees, because we are measuring the utility in monetary terms, the price that is paid to buy the burger, and total utility is the 30. Now he feels that he needs to have some more burgers because his hunger is not fully assuaged and he is still feeling hungry. So obviously he will consume the one more piece of burger. Here he gets the a utility worth of 20 rupees. And when he finds out that he can have the one more burger, he drives the marginal utility of 10 rupees. And after this, if he keeps on consuming the more and more burger, he may begin to puke or feel nausea. Now total utility is the 50 and plus 60. So I'm not going in detail because you know very well that the marginal utility is the satisfaction. As you keep on consuming more and more goods, you would find the another unit of good or service is less satisfying or less attractive because your that is your needs keeps on getting satisfied and you don't want to more and more increment of the same good. So marginal utility, here we can find out the marginal utility with the help of this consumption of the work in case of the any consumer A. A total utility in the case of the 2 burger consumption 50 minus 30. Here is the 30 and when 1 unit is consumed, the consumer gets the utility total utility worth of 50 rupees and when he consumes 1, he gets the utility worth of 30 rupees. A change in the 1, it is 20 rupees. So in this way we can find out the all marginal utilities in the case of the consumption of any good and service. Now we will discuss some more advanced concept of the utility, that is the direct utility and the indirect utility. A direct utility is a utility that is derived in the case of the number of goods or services that are consumed by the consumer. Here any consumer consumes x1, x2 up to nth good in his consumption basket. That means people consume the number of the necessary goods like the vegetables, cereals, and other comfort foods and the luxurious goods. So a utility is the total number of goods that form the consumption basket of the any individual, regardless the essential goods, comfort goods, or the other kinds of the goods and services. So here the consumer get the direct level of satisfaction when the consumer receives the a utility in terms that is measurable in terms of the any money or other measurable units. It is called the direct utility because we can measure, suppose essential commodities, if he has any budget and he spends his entire budget on different types of the goods for essential commodities, that means by buying the ration, other grocery or other things, he got the utility equal to the 500 rupees. And for buying the fuel or other medicine and other required commodities, he got the utility equal to 300. Because in the direct utility, it can be measured in terms of the money, the price paid for buying the goods and service. In the case of the essential commodity, a consumer is required to make expense equal to the 500, and like in case of the buying fuel and other medicine and other essential commodities is required to make the expense of equal to the 300 rupees. That means his total utility will be equal to 800 rupees. So in case of direct utility, utility can be directly measured in terms of the money. when we talk about the indirect utility. In later tutorial, we will drive the indirect utility function and direct utility function and solve some practical example. Indirect utility U is the notation of utility. Here I'm using U star P1, P2 and M. Indirect utility that is derived in the terms of the prices of the commodity and the budget or income with the consumer that is used to buy the consumption in his consumption basket. So here the consumer doesn't get the utility that is measurable indirectly in terms of the money. In terms of the prices that are supposed to be paid for buying the goods and services in his consumption basket and the level of the budget, all these form the indirect utility. So indirect utility can be measured in the terms of the prices of the goods and services that form the consumption basket of the consumer and the budgetary resource that is available with the consumer with the objective of making purchase in his consumption basket. So here we have understood the difference between a direct utility and indirect utility. The main difference between the direct and indirect utility is the method to measuring the total utility in terms of either the measurable in monetary terms or non-monetary terms. Let's try to have some more utility types. In the case of the, as you know that the generally we have studied about the three types of goods. One is the essential or necessary good. Other is the comfort goods and third is the luxurious. Generally the all economic goods are classified in three categories. One is the necessary, other is the comfort goods and third is the luxurious goods. Necessary goods are those goods that are necessary for making the normal efficiency, like the food, medicines, because without food or medicine no one can't work with the normal efficiency. We need foods and medicine, shelter for the survival. A comfort goods that gives the comfort to the consumer, like the cell phone, TV, mobile, the kinds of the goods and services, spa, all goods and the that are the source of the comfort to the consumer. Luxurious goods that confirm the special distinction of consumer in a society. Going on the exotic vacations, buying the very expensive jewels and the goods and services, the expenses, the vehicles and the properties mentioned, all these are the luxurious because they keep the consumer in the distinct category than that of the other people in the society. So all these categories form the economic goods. And apart from this category, we know very well that the goods may be perfect substitute or complement. A perfect substitute, near substitute, near substitute. In the case of indifference curve, we generally use the near substitute. I will tell you later when we will discuss about indifference curve. A perfect substitute, near substitute, and the complementary goods services. A perfect substitutes, we know very well that the any goods can be substituted for other. That means we can satisfy our same wants by having the one good in place of another. We can assuage our hunger or quench our thirst by having the any food, burger, chapatis, breads, or other snacks. In the case of the writing, we can use any brand pen like the Renault and other brands of pen that can be used for writing purpose. Here I am writing with the digital pen, and I can use the same writing by using the digital pen of the other brands. Near substitutes are those substitutes that can be substituted on another. Generally, apple and banana. Very common example, apple and orange. Apple and orange are classified into the near substitute because apple have some different characteristics and the orange has some different characteristics. Any individual, if he consumes the apple, he also consumes the orange. That means he can't fully substitute orange in place of apple for assuaging the hunger. So there is some exception that the apple and orange may have the somewhere the perfect substitute, in some cases of the near substitute. Complementary goods are those goods that can be taken together for the satisfaction of same want, like the pen and paper, because when we need to write down some notes, we are required to gather both the pen and paper. Without paper we can't write with the pen, and without pen we can't write down on the paper. Petrol and vehicle, without petrol we can't. The vehicle is specially designed for petrol, so without petrol we can't write on the vehicle. And there are numerous cases of the perfect substitute, near substitute, and complementary substitute that we come across in our day-to-day uses. In such case, here we would try to find the utility function, because we are talking about the utility function. In the case of the perfect substitute, the utility function, suppose a consumer has only two goods in his consumption basket. So utility function can be have x1 x2 is equal to 2x1 plus x2. Here 2x1 plus x2 is a utility function of two goods, any goods that are consumed by any consumer. So in case of perfect substitute, a consumer consumes 2 units of the x good, and suppose that 2 apples and one orange. So he derives that utility by consuming the 2 units of the apples and 1 unit of the orange. In case of the complementary goods, the utility function may be in such a form: x1 for x and y, minimum 1 and 1, or minimum 2 and 2. Why is the minimum and minimum I have taken? In case of the complementary goods, in case of shoe, without right pair of shoe, there is no use of the left pair. So individual needs to have the both pairs of shoe if we want to walk. So in case of one individual needs the one pair of left shoe and one pair of the right shoe. So minimum one right and left shoes are required for an individual to walk. In case of any other thing, 2 and 2, that means 2 units of the one goods is also required with the 2 units of the other goods. That means in case of the complementary goods, a goods can't be substituted because one pair of left shoe can't be substituted for the right pair of shoe. So in case of perfect substitute, complementary goods and near substitute, the utility function may have a such type of. We will drive the indirect utility in our coming tutorials and solve some more practical examples of the utility function. Thank you for watching my channel Economics Fun. If you have any doubt and query, please write down your doubt and query in the comment box. And please subscribe and like my channel. Thank you again.